Honorable Philip J. Pierre's Labour Party administration is confronted with a convergence of socio-economic challenges due to the pandemic and, more recently, record high inflation rates and instability on the global oil market linked to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. St. Lucians, like the rest of the world, are negotiating the sharp increases in the cost of goods and services associated with these external shocks. Led by Honorable Pierre, the technocrats in the finance and economic development ministries have devised policies designed to shield consumers from escalating market prices. Gemma Lafay is the Director of Research and Policy in the Ministry of Economic Development. During a June 30th news conference, Lafay explained government continues to forego tax revenue on retail petroleum products to subdue sharper price increases at the pumps.
The price that we see at the pump, although very, very high by historical levels, is significant, is really reflecting the external vagaries in the international market that we have no control over. We're simply price takers in the world market, and we're all consuming public country. So the government has tried to provide relief for years, since June 2021 last year till about March of 2021 of this year. The government kept the prices stable to basically to shield consumers from the rising price that actually started back then. But when the war broke out in Ukraine, the government wasn't able to continue to basically provide, to cover that sort of shield to that extent, and there were incremental increases. But yet still, despite these increases in the retail prices, the government's tax take has gone down significantly to negligible amounts, and in some cases to negative revenue.
The Prime Minister says the government is in constant pursuit of potential solutions to strengthen consumer protection to ensure St. Lucian households and businesses stay afloat during this financial crunch currently affecting the global economy.
Government had not intervened in the fuel prices. St. Lucia, as of now, would have been facing much higher prices, as we see in St. Kitts, in Barbados, and even in Anguilla. Which the retail price of gasoline, for instance, hovers around between $18 to $20 a gallon, and yet, but we're still at $17.95. So again, the consumer would have faced a lot higher prices had the government not decided to basically reduce the excise tax take and basically go into negative territory to subsidize, to some extent, some of the products.
Also, our VAT rates, something that we seem to have forgotten. Our VAT rate is the lowest in the entire region, right?
Yes.
It's the lowest. Some countries pay 17.5% VAT. I think some countries pay 21% VAT. I'm not sure about that. But we pay 12.5%. So it's a double whammy. So we're losing revenue from our excise tax, and our VAT rate is lower than anywhere else in the region. And further, we have the most exempt goods, again, as far as VAT is concerned.
The cost of oil is directly linked to the cost of consumer goods and some services, according to financial experts. St. Lucia has zero influence on the global oil market and can only use targeted tax policies to manage the impact of volatile price changes on the local economy. From the Office of the Prime Minister, Rihani Isidore.